This is 8-Minute Insights by Texture Capital, bringing you concise, expert insight for better markets. And now your host, Richard Johnson.
Hello, my name is Richard Johnson. I'm the founder and CEO of Texture Capital. We're a FINRA member and SEC-registered broker-dealer specializing in digital asset securities. We help our clients more efficiently and directly participate in private markets by providing tools for tokenization, issuance, and secondary market trading. Welcome to a special episode of 8-Minute Market Structure, where I'll be talking to two Texture clients. Rob Frasca is the managing partner of COSIMO Ventures. He's a proven technology leader who has successfully developed and launched over 50 world-class market-leading technology products and services. He's built 3 venture-backed companies with successful exits and sold his first internet company in 1995, pre-Yahoo and pre-Netscape. Sold his second company to Lycos, where he became VP and GM of the #2 online portal at the time. So a lot of experience in deep and innovative technology. And Bob Kramich is the CEO and founder of BEASY, who is our latest client to come on the platform. Bob has 20 years of custom software, product engineering experience. Prior to BEASY, he was the Chief Revenue Officer of Object Frontier Software. Before that, the Chief Commercial Officer for a biotech pharma software company. And prior to that, the President of US Operations for Detrix, a Francisco Partners private equity portfolio company. So welcome to the podcast, gentlemen. Very excited to have you on here. And what we want to talk about, and the reason you're here, is because COSIMO just made a lead investment in BEASY. So we want to talk about that. But before we get to that, Bob, can you tell us who is BEASY, what do you do, and how did you start the company?
Well, we've been around for 3.5 years, and we've been really focused on using the blockchain technology to enable the production of digital assets and digital IP. And in the past year, the NFT market has exploded. And so we've really focused on enabling the concept of digital asset production and management, not so much to specific marketplaces, but really focused on the individual user and the creator and allowing them to manage and maintain and create digital assets and move them anywhere they'd like. And so that's our focus today, is really making NFTs easy on the back of blockchain. Rob, COSIMO's been investing in blockchain space for a number of years, and obviously you have a lot of experience from prior to that. Tell us a little bit about your thesis and what made you excited about BEASY.
Yeah, as you said, we're a group of serial entrepreneurs. We're a global firm. There's 4 partners. We have an office in Dublin. And we've been around now for, it'll be 8 years in July 2022. And as kind of experienced entrepreneurs in tech, when blockchain came out, we realized just how much of a disruptive technology this is. We say it all the time. We believe blockchain is the single largest value creation event in our lifetime. Bigger than the internet itself. In fact, it's the value layer of the internet. So we've created a tokenized venture fund called COSIMO X. We're sitting right at around 30 million AUM. Basically what we do is we invest in all things blockchain. We've got a pretty comprehensive investment thesis, all the way down from the layer 1 protocols, all the way through the infrastructural systems to the end Web3 products themselves. So I would say the single sentence definition of COSIMO X is we're all about giving investors early access and exposure to early stage blockchain opportunities.
Great. And specifically, let's talk about NFTs. What is it that you like about BEASY, and how does that fit in with your thesis?
Yeah, so a lot of people, when they think about NFTs, they look at these Bored Apes and they look at the artists and they look at these postage stamp, graphics and paintings and kind of the hype that's around NFTs. And it's exploding. And what you really have to understand is it's not actually about the art, it's about the plumbing. What NFTs really represent are decentralized digital rights management. Think about media royalties meeting the blockchain. It's automatic payout to any media creator. And so this is kind of the decentralization. This is the next Web3 layer of content. of media content. And when Bob showed us BEASY, we were blown away because, right now to create an NFT, it's a little complicated. It's not very simple. And for this to really move mainstream, what you need is a simple way of minting NFTs, managing the royalty, payout, the distributions of how I get paid, and BEASY does that. So what was also cool about BEASY is that not only can you pay for this stuff using crypto, but you can pay for it using cash. And as you know, crypto is only about 10-15% of the world market. There's a much larger market. So when we saw it, and there's a lot of hype in the space too, right? Throughout, Bob, right? When you say, we were just talking about this before we got into things, a lot of hype in the space. And when, Bob kind of came in and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. It wasn't just, this is what we're going to do. It's, hey, and it's built and it's ready and we're going to launch it next month. And so it was pretty easy for us to say, yeah, this is a great deal for us to invest in. Great.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on the royalty aspect. I think that is the kind of the killer app of NFTs. Bob and I did a webinar, a couple of months ago with Byron Booker from the Recording Artists Guild. He gave a great explanation of how that works. I think that's going to be the big next phase beyond just digital art. But there are a lot, there's been a lot of hype around NFTs and there's a lot of different companies in the space here. So, over to you, Bob. What is it that makes BEASY's offering differentiated?
Well, we're really a digital asset management platform. We look at NFTs as they are one byproduct of blockchain, just like fungible tokens are. There's over 3,000 of them, right? So for us, our entire focus is on how can we enable regular people, whether you're a crypto enthusiast or not, to be able to create and maintain and distribute your NFTs or your digital assets anywhere you want. Sell them from your own website, right? Sell them, the way you want to sell them. Enable your customers that may be of all demographics and all ages to buy the way they want to buy.
Yeah.
And so that's our whole philosophy. It's right. It's around center of excellence, continuous improvement, where we start with blockchain and contracts and IP, and we work our way out to NFTs.
And you're blockchain agnostic, right? You're payment agnostic.
Everything. That's the other thing, When I realized that, hey, the two main ingredients of blockchain, right, are the sovereign identities of the permission participants that own any kind of crypto asset, and two, the attributes of what you're agreeing to and the terms, the utility. For us, it was like that stuff is already sitting in places like SAP and Salesforce. And people didn't build new houses to run electricity to, and that general purpose technology came out. So I figured you got to be able to run this thing where people operate today, their own websites, where their own assets are, and propagate to any blockchain protocol, not just one. So that's the way we built it. We started over 3 years ago, and we happen to put ourselves in a good position today where you can mint and sell an NFT from your own website, and you can also trade it on the open market on OpenSea or other platforms.
Brilliant. And Rob mentioned that you guys are live now. So if there's people out here who want to kind of have a demo or want to sign up, where do they go to do that?
Absolutely. Just go to our website, easybeasy.com.
Easybeasy.com.
Register for a demo, and we can show you the product. We're very excited about it. The product actually works.
So, Bob, the BEASY digital securities offering for your seed round is still open on our website. Texture.capital. People can sign up to invest. What made you decide to do a digital securities offering for your fundraising?
Well, it's obviously consistent with our whole mantra and philosophy. Right? We're embracing blockchain and the technology, and so we also want to enable our investors, an earlier time to liquidity or sooner time to liquidity to be able to, sell their assets or sell their ownership in our company faster. And so, that's why we did it. We saw it as consistent with our identity.
Great. Yeah. Now, kind of turning back to you, Rob, you've also tokenized your fund. You're kind of eating your own dog food, which I love. We did the same thing for our seed round. We did a digital securities offering. What made you decide to do that?
Well, look, this is a global phenomenon, right? It's not Silicon Valley. It's not venture capitalists, running big billion-dollar funds. Everybody wants to participate in investing in these exciting disruptive technologies. So what tokenization really buys you is, number one, democratization and global access. So investors all over the world can invest in COSIMO X and do it simply by buying a security token. And that's exciting.
Yeah.
It used to be that, if I wasn't a family office or an ultra high net worth investor, I couldn't invest in this stuff. And so we offer that. And then number two, because it is tokenized, Bob said it, it does offer the option of liquidity. So, the traditional venture capital early stage equity investment is a 10, 12 year kind of thing. It takes 12 years on average to get the unicorn status. The average exit across venture capital portfolios is around 5 years. And that's looking at the data. Whereas these markets tend to go liquid a lot faster. And so if the underlying assets are going liquid faster, what we do is we offer the ability for people to trade their token. So if they want to leave, if they've made a bunch of money in the fund and they want to leave, they can sell their token and take their money and go. And so that's really what tokenization buys you, right? Democratization, broad global access, and liquidity. And I think that's where everything's going. Everything is going tokenized, right? We started off tokenizing, projects and networks, and now we're tokenizing artwork and media. And we're also tokenizing fund structures and debt structures and financial products. So everything is moving on to the blockchain.
Yeah, we're very aligned in that regards, both of you guys. So let me wrap it up here. Just a note to everyone, both COSIMO X and BEASY are available for investment as digital securities offerings at texture.capital/invest. Of course, I must note that private investments in securities are risky and you should consult your financial advisor before making any decisions. But finally, let me thank you, Rob and Bob, for joining us, and every success going forward as you kind of work together and build out the BEASY business.
Thank you very much, Richard.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
This has been 8-Minute Insights. Be sure to follow Texture Capital on LinkedIn, where we will release a new episode every week. You can also find us on Twitter at texture_capital and on the web at texture.capital. The foregoing discussion is for information purposes only and does not constitute a solicitation to buy or sell securities. Private securities offerings are not registered with the SEC and are considered highly speculative. An investment in private securities may result in the loss of your entire capital contribution. Blockchain is a new technology and unproven in financial markets. There is no guarantee that tokenization will enable any secondary market liquidity in the future, and your investment may remain illiquid.